Are you codependent or are you just a really nice person? This question came up inside of my private group to overcome codependency, ironically, and somebody had just started the program in Life School, which is Love Yourself First Empowerment School. And they were like, well, how do you really know? Because part of this is my soul. Like, I'm a giver by nature. I'm a really nice person. I have a lot of doctors and nurses and people in healthcare in particular too in my programs, and they're givers by nature, right? So her question was, well, where does it cross the line? How does my giving and my kind spirit suddenly become an issue and transfer over into codependency? So this is such a great question that I actually want to stop and make a video about it, because I'm like, you know how many people are probably wondering the same thing? So here's the deal. If you're a giver, and you're a person that just, you're the one that everybody can count on, right? You have caseloads instead of friends. People come to you. You're the rock. They come to you for advice. You're the person that they call whenever they need something. They need to be picked up. They need to run an errand. They need to confide. They need advice. You're the person with all the answers. So you attract a lot of people in your life to help. And you know that that's not a problem if you're just doing it because you're hardwired to do that. And you feel great while you're doing it. You're just a giver because it's on your heart to give. That's just who you are. You don't have any kind of feelings that are negative around it. You just really enjoy it. And how do you know it crosses the line into codependence? Well, when it's not just doing it because it's in your heart to do it, you're doing it because you're attached to an outcome. And that's codependence. Codependence is doing something because the motive is, if I give to this person, they will love me more, or I'll endear myself to them, or they'll see my value, or they'll do me a favor later, or they'll appreciate me, or they'll see how hard I'm working and stay loyal to me, and on and on and on. So it's in your nature, and you're just a really good person if you don't have a motive, if you're not attached to an outcome. But the minute that you get attached to that outcome and you start strategizing and thinking that your giving is going to lead to some exchange, then that's codependency. And it also doesn't feel good, because you know that when you're attached to an outcome, like if I just love this person and give to this person, eventually they're going to give back to me in the same way I'm giving to them. Or if I overextend myself, eventually they're going to be there for me. Or if I show them how much I care, they'll never leave me. Or if I hang in there long enough, they'll start being kinder to me and treat me the way that I really deserve. And they don't do those things, because Lord knows they don't. You end up feeling extremely resentful. All that giving and no reciprocation, no return, makes you extremely resentful for giving. And then you find yourself like a ticking time bomb. You just like blow up. After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? Or you're confused. You're like, well, what behavior can I do? How much can I give? What can I give that's going to show them how much I care so that they care about me? And it doesn't work. And then you're like scratching your head wondering how to strategize and manipulate them into caring more. If you feel hurt, you give and give and give, and then they don't reciprocate or don't take your advice or don't follow through, and you feel hurt or devastated or angry when they don't reciprocate. You get pissed off and feel frustrated and upset with them. That's all signs and symptoms of codependency. And actually it's hard, right? Because codependency is so many different things, but you can identify your codependent more by the feelings that you're feeling than necessarily just by the behaviors themselves. That resentment, confusion, frustration, pain, all of that anger, all of that stuff that's coming up in your relationships is a really good indicator that you're acting out of codependence. So if you're confused about it, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go over to lovecoachheidi.com, and I want you to download my new book, Attachment Personality Patterns, so that you can understand your unique codependency type. I've come up with 8 different codependency types. So it's not just about pleasing everybody and fixing people. It's also about trying to control situations or trying to be perfect all the time. So many different ways this shows up. And I want you to have that first step, which is awareness around your codependency, so you can see, okay, I can get a handle on this. I see how I've been showing up. Now it's time for me to take the next step and pursue my healing. And that's what we do in Life School. And so that's why that question came up. Anyway, I love you so much. I hope this is helpful for you. So are you codependent, or are you just a good egg? Maybe a little bit of both, right? All right. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Definitely look forward to serving you in my new free book that you can download over at lovecoachheidi.com. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.